This is 7 National News, and in our top story, Sultan bin Saeed Al Badi, the Minister of Justice, has issued a decision to set up a moon sighting committee for the Holy Month of Ramadan in Hijri 1436, corresponding to 2015. The committee, chaired by the Minister of Justice, includes Sultan Saeed Al Badi, the Under-Secretary of the Abu Dhabi Judicial Department, along with a number of officials. The decision called on all Sharia courts nationwide to detect the crescent moon and inform the committee. The committee will hold a meeting after Maghrib prayer on Tuesday, the 29th of Shaban, Hijri 1436, corresponding to June the 16th, 2015, at the Judiciary Department in Abu Dhabi. This comes as the Saudi Supreme Court called today for the sighting of the crescent of the lunar month of Ramadan to begin on Tuesday. Ramadan working hours for the public sector were also announced today. The working hours for employees at various ministries and other federal authorities will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. during Ramadan. This according to a circular issued by Hussein bin Ibrahim Al Hamadi, the Minister of Education and the Chairman of the Federal Authority for Government Human Resources. Dubai joined the world in celebrating World Blood Donor Day today, with many people giving blood at government and private-run hospitals. On the occasion, the public is being urged to volunteer and donate blood, especially those with rare and negative blood groups. Stating that every blood donation can potentially save up to 3 lives, officials administrating the blood donation drive said that as a lot of people will be leaving the country for the holidays, individuals are encouraged to donate blood during the summer months. The regional director for the Eastern Mediterranean at the World Health Organization, Dr. Ala Alwan, was quoted as saying that the role of donors is increasingly vital, as in many countries the demand exceeds supply and blood services face the challenge of making sufficient blood available while also ensuring its quality and safety. Those who rely on constant blood supply include trauma patients, women who experience severe bleeding after C-sections, during a cardiac and other surgeries, thalassemia patients, as well as those with other blood disorders, as well as cancer patients who need blood transfusions during and after chemotherapy. The Roads and Transport Authority has unveiled plans to extend the metro tracks to 110 kilometres by 2020 and to 421 kilometres by 2030. The Executive Director of the RTA and Chairman of the Board of Directors, His Excellency Mata Al-Taya, was quoted as saying that the extension is in line with the RTA's strategic objectives of raising the standards of transport systems by boosting the share of public transport trips to 20% by 2020 and pushing it further to 30% by 2030. He added that the RTA is also improving and expanding the public transport routes to serve new communities, and that the number of buses is expected to grow to 2,000 by 2020, lifting about 2 million riders per day. Talking about the master plan for the overall project, Al-Taya was quoted as saying that the plan also envisages leveraging marine transport services, including the extension of the total length of marine lines to 450 kilometres. He said that linking technology with public transport will ease the use of systems and will therefore contribute to people's happiness. The RTA also recently announced a Route 2020 project to extend the red line of the Dubai Metro by 15 kilometres to reach the Expo site. The Awqaf and Minors Affairs Foundation registered an exceptional performance in 2014, with a significant increase in its managed assets and donations, as well as the Awqaf units under its review. The announcement was made today by His Excellency Tayyab Abdul Rahman Al Rais, the Secretary General of the AMAF, where he stated that the foundation manages around 2.5 billion dirhams today. That's compared to 200 million dirhams when the foundation was established a decade ago. He also added that the AMAF managed to raise 26 million dirhams in donations last year, compared to only 9 million in 2013. During the meeting, Al Tayyab explained that the foundation has allocated the total funds of 28 million dirhams generated across diverse Awqaf expenditures. Islamic Affairs were awarded 32.6 million dirhams, accounting for the lion's share of revenue. The rest was equally distributed among social affairs, education and healthcare. The foundation will also focus on education and healthcare in the coming years, in line with the Dubai government's vision and the national agenda of 2021. Al Tayyab went on to talk about the Salma project that they launched last Ramadan and was selected by the UN's World Food Programme to distribute 200,000 halal-certified nutritious meals to victims of war and natural disasters around the world by the end of 2014. Members of the media were given samples of the ready-to-eat meals and were then briefed on their practicality in times of disaster, as well as their safety and nutritional benefits.
We've closed our accounts in 2013, which was closed by Deloitte. We closed at 2.5 billion dirham. This is organization, minor, and Awqaf assets. Awqaf assets, it's close to 1,890 units. We're in it from a total of 3,550 units. These are rentable units. Could be an apartment, could be a villa, could be a warehouse, it could be a space for offices and so on. What we do here is basically we build something and then give it back to the community. So we basically withhold the asset itself, and we spend what's come from it as a return. Where does it go? It goes into 5 different accounts. It goes into social account, education account, health account, Islamic Affairs and mosques, and which basically an open account, which is al-birri wa taqwa. Unfortunately, endowment has died out into one aspect of it, which is building mosques and building real estate. Waqf is not all about real estate. Waqf is about everything that you can do to generate funds. It could be bonds, shares, setting up companies, and so on. So all this makes a waqf a true waqf.
The UAE Ministry of Health has approved the registration of 85 new drugs after completing technical requirements. The Ministry's Drugs Pricing and Registration Hire Committee said that the approved drugs include those that are used in the treatment of ovarian cancer, lung cancer prevention, tumours, high blood pressure and painkillers. It was later mentioned that the committee postponed the approval of 10 other drugs for not completing the requested technical demands. Emphasising that the newly approved drugs are innovative, the Assistant Undersecretary for Public Policy and Licensing and the Deputy Chairman of the committee, Dr. Amin Al-Miri, was quoted as saying that one of the new drugs is probably the most effective in the world for ovarian cancer, and another is immunity boosting that fights cancer cells in the body. He added that the cancer treatment drug stimulates the immune system in the body to fight the cancer cells without the need for chemical, radiological or surgical procedures, while also making it possible for patients undergoing treatment to live for an additional 10 years. The committee indicated that out of the 85 approved drugs, 23 are innovative, 4 biological, 17 locally made, 23 resemble drugs and 7 Gulf-made. In the lead up to the Holy Month of Ramadan, the Abu Dhabi Police General Headquarters are launching a media campaign under the theme No to Begging. According to news agency WAM, the police have announced that the campaign falls under the framework of Your Safety campaign to raise awareness about the risks of dealing with beggars, with their presence increasing before and during Ramadan. Major General Omer Mohammed Atiq Al-Maheri, the Director General of the Police Operations at Abu Dhabi Police, has urged the community to donate their money through the appropriate channels to support humanitarian efforts during the month. The police have also called on the public to cooperate by reporting beggars, while the department will publish advice about the risks of begging through social media channels. And finally, looking to other news now, Disney on Ice fans were sent into a frozen frenzy on Saturday night as Anna, Elsa, Kristoff and Olaf the Snowman made their UA on Ice debut at the Dubai World Trade Center in Disney on Ice Presents Princesses and Heroes. Young fans cheered as their favourite Disney characters skated out onto the ice in a 2-hour production, which took the audience on a magical journey. Special guest Tinker Bell guided the audience from one story to the next. And for the first time in the UAE, in the second act of the show, from Disney's Academy Award-winning film Frozen, Anna, Elsa, Olaf and Kristoff shared the heartfelt story of true love between two sisters. As snow fell, audiences were able to dance along to songs such as Let It Go and First Time In Forever. Mums and dads cheered along as the Disney classics of Aladdin, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty and Snow White were skated on ice. Guests were captivated as they watched Sleeping Beauty's Prince Philip fight a 20-foot fire-breathing dragon Maleficent, followed by Aladdin swinging across the ice on a rope as he escaped from the marketplace guards in a chaotic getaway scene.
We've had to launch a new show on Sunday afternoon at 3:30, which is great. As you know, Disney on Ice is the largest family entertainment brand in the world, and this is the second year that we bring it to Dubai. And the demand this year has even been bigger than last year. That's predominantly because of Frozen, but because Disney on Ice keeps refreshing their products, and every year we end up coming with a new show and new content. So it's been really great, and we're super happy.